now the FBI is telling us that there has been some sort of a plane hijacking that they're investigating.
We have another witness on the telephone right now who actually saw the second explosion. Elena?
Cretella. Elena, can you hear us?
Yes, I hear you clearly.
Where are you? Tell us what you saw.
Well, actually, I was washing my dishes at my window, and I heard a very low plane, which usually does happen, but when I looked up, it was like I was actually gliding with it, and I saw it actually went straight into one of the Twin Towers. It was like it sunk right into the floor. It disintegrated instantly.
Can you tell us what kind of an airplane it was?
It looked like a huge 747. It was a big airline. It wasn't a small jet. It was a big carrier.
And you couldn't see anybody? Could you see a pilot or any such thing?
No, I actually was. It was like side by side. It was like I was right behind it. It was huge. I couldn't believe how low it was. I was telling my roommate, this plane is very low. And I actually saw it go straight into the Twin Tower. I was like, why is he going into the building? It was like it was almost deliberately glided into the building.
Elena, where exactly do you live? Where did you see this from? Battery Park City?
No, I'm in the East Village on 13th Street.
And you then saw the plane go into the building, and I assume you saw the resulting...
You better believe it. I saw an explosion like I have never seen, and all I can say is those people, I don't know, but they're all definitely disintegrated. It was the most awful thing I've ever seen. It was so sad. I was like a nervous wreck.
Well, I don't blame you. I appreciate you.
It really was awful, and all I can say is we should pray for those people, because it looked to me that it was deliberate. Unless the pilot had a heart attack, it was like this big 747 just went right into the floor of the Twin Towers.
Well, Elena,
yes.
We thank you very much for calling us and giving us this information.
Absolutely.
And, obviously stick with us, because we are going to find out what happened. We just simply do not know for sure yet, other than the fact that airplanes ran into both of the Twin Towers about half an hour ago, 18 minutes apart was one attack from the other. I shouldn't call it attack. One ramming into the tower to the other. So,
but you say we are getting reports that the FBI is investigating possibly these two planes have been hijacked, and I would have to think if she's correct, and it was a commercial airliner that went into the second building, then I think we've definitely got a very serious situation. Well, obviously we have a serious situation anyway, but without going too much into speculation, I think we are definitely looking at a terrorist attack here.
What we do not know, the FBI has not said where they are investigating the reports of the planes being hijacked from.
Right.
Obviously, it had to be a fairly recent hijacking, if that's indeed what happened, because there were no previous reports that would have led to any kind of speculation about what was going to happen next. If we might, could we take a look at that video one more time that shows the second explosion? The first explosion happened at about 10 minutes to 9 this morning. The second one was about 18 minutes later. And here we were on the air, and this is what we saw. Look over to, you're going to look over to the right of the screen, and in just a couple of minutes, as we widen out here, you will see what it appears to be a relatively small aircraft moving into the shot. Do you see it in the upper right? Coming in. And there you see it.
Absolutely incredible.
Again, we have no knowledge of who was in that airplane, who was piloting it.
We don't. If it was hijacked, we don't know if it was full of passengers or not.
We do not know. We simply know at this point that we have the tops of two towers that are clearly in flames. We are going to continue to seek out the information for you. Let's reiterate what our eyewitnesses have told us.
I copy that. Yeah, I can talk. Copy that. Go ahead. I'm ready. Well, what we can see right here as we were coming up the Hudson River, we can see thick black smoke indicating the fire is still going on right now in the World Trade Center. For as far as the eye can see, and you can tell right here at the top of this tower, there's a huge gaping hole, flames still inside, thick black smoke still coming out. We have not been able to see what, if any, kind of an aircraft is inside the building. This is the best vantage point right here, and as you can see, just a huge gaping hole throughout the entire side of this tower right now. We are simply not close enough right at this point. We are following the smoke in the air right now. There are several boats and watercraft, as we can see, in the river right now. We'll try to get a better vantage point and see what we can see on the ground. It's a little difficult from the air because the buildings kind of shadow the streets, but no doubt a lot of activity on the ground right now. Wow. That apparently does look like it is in the other building at this point.